This right here is a rotten cantaloupe from my garden. This is actually good. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dre over here at Set Apart Gardens, man. Look, man, we teaching people to get back to the land and become as self-sufficient as possible. I want to talk to you about something today, right? I want to talk about something. So, I showed a cantaloupe that I had grown in my garden that is rotten. The bugs eating it, the bacteria eating it. And I want to tell you why this is a good thing. This is something that most people ignore, right? A lot of people will see that and say, "Ooh," like they'll see rotting fruits, rotting vegetables, you know what I'm saying? Food that's been left out for too long, and now, you know, the bugs and the maggots is in it and stuff, and they're like, "Ugh, yuck." But that is a good thing. You know why? Because bacteria, bugs, you know, just nature, when it gets a hold to something and it starts to eat something, that lets you know that that is real food. This is something that I grew out of the ground myself, and now it's going back to the earth. And now that the bacteria and the bugs is eating it and it's decomposing, that lets me know that this is real food. You know what bugs don't eat though? You know what bacteria doesn't eat? Ultra processed food. You know, those little snack cakes and those chips and a lot of those crackers and stuff that you go buy, those cookies that you buy that's in the nice colorful packages and all that, and it tastes good. It's got a good smell to it, and it sits on the shelf for a long period of time. You leave that out, the bugs don't eat that. You know, that McDonald's sandwich, that cheeseburger, those fries, that's supposed to be real food, but you leave it out and it sits for a year and the bugs won't even touch it. That should let you know. We should take notes from nature. If nature doesn't eat it, if nature doesn't get a hold to it and allows it to go back into nature, and nature rejects it, our body is gonna reject it as well. But when we know that, our mind should reject it first and not even pick it up to put it in our bodies. See, decomposition is biological, right? And anything that is biological is beneficial to us. So if you see the food, if it decomposes and nature accepts it back, then our bodies can fully digest it, and our bodies can extract the nourishment from it and you know, process the rest, and it'll come out of our bodies. But see, when things aren't decomposing, when things have all these chemicals and preservatives that allow it to sit on the shelf for a long time and give it a good flavor and all this type of stuff, you know, when all that stuff is pumped into it, our bodies can't fully break it down. So a lot of the things that are left inside of our colons, are left inside of our intestines, left inside of our stomach, you know, just left inside of our system. And years of accumulation, what does that create? That creates a lot of diseases, that creates inflammation, that creates cancer. And this is why a lot of people are dying prematurely, especially in America. And to simply put it like this, if it doesn't break down outside of your body, meaning if it doesn't break down in nature, what do you think it's doing inside of you? Like, I know we can't see inside of us, you know what I'm saying? So that's why people don't really take it as serious. But if you see it, if you see externally what it's doing, if it's not decomposing, if the microbes and a lot of the bacteria isn't eating it, what do you think it's doing in your body? Just because we call it food, just because it's edible and it tastes good, doesn't make it food. Food provides nourishment. Food provides fuel to us. That's literally what food is to the human. Food and water is fuel to keep going, to have energy to go and hunt, farm, survive, live, build, whatever we have to do as humans. The food gives us fuel to go and do it. And when we get an excess of food, it turns into fat, and that fat is storage for it when we don't have food. It's like feast or famine type thing, you know what I mean? But if it doesn't break down outside of your body, what you think it's gonna do inside of your body? But see, this so-called food is profitable because we can mass produce it, we can put it on shelves, and it'll sit for a long time. So whether we have to transport it from this part of the country all the way to that part of the country, and it's still going to be good, it's not going to spoil because we came up with a chemical formula to allow it to be shelf stable for years. So that means we can transport it overseas if we want to, and it'll still be good, right? It's profitable because we can mass produce it and it can sit on the shelves for a long time, and we can advertise it, we can put it in nice, you know, packaging, we can make it taste good, make it smell good, add whatever we want to in it, and people are going to buy it. We do commercials, we spend money on ads, we spend money on this, and people are going to buy it like crazy. And as more people buy it, we can produce more, and we can produce more, and we can be profitable. However, their profit is our demise. When they, you know, give us this so-called food and we eat it, yes, they make money, but what do we get? We get long-term diseases, we get ailments, we get all of these different things that are harmful to our health and harmful to our existence. So here's the thing, we need to take notes from nature. We need to observe nature, see what nature rejects, see what nature accepts. That's what we should reject, and that's what we should accept. Nature is smarter than us. See, God designed nature, right, to do specific things. And see, as humans, we can go against our instincts, but nature, things in nature doesn't go against instincts. Animals don't go against their instincts. Bugs don't go against their instincts. Birds don't go against their instincts. The only species that goes against its instincts is human beings, because we have a soul, we have a spirit, right? But if nature rejects it, we should reject it. If nature accepts it, we should accept it. So what does this look like? This looks like eating real food. This looks like buying real food, buying whole ingredients, buying flour to make bread, you know, buying real butter, not this I can't believe it's not butter stuff, you know, buying potatoes to make your own French fries, not the ones that come in the pack. And look, we're not perfect, you know. Do what you can, but start making whole, like start eating whole ingredients and start making your meals from home, you know what I mean, and cooking from whole ingredients. That right there will let you know that you're eating real food, because even the TV dinners that you think, oh, the Salisbury steak, it's pumped full of chemicals. The best thing that we can do is start back cooking our own food. The best thing that we can do is start back reading labels. But here's the overarching thing, and I'm gonna leave you with this. We've been taught to fear or look at food that spoils as like, yuck. But the thing that we should fear the most is food that never spoils. That should scare us the most, because why doesn't it spoil? Why does nature reject it? Why is it marketed to us as food? That's what we should fear the most. So let's get back to the land. Let's start back growing our own food, because when you grow your own food like this right here, when you grow your own food, you see, oh, okay, so this is going back to the earth. Nature is accepting this. The bacteria is eating this. This is how we know that we're eating real food. So let's get back to the land. Let's start growing our own food, but at the very minimum, let's start just cooking our own food. Let's start using whole ingredients, and let's start just reading these labels, doing our due diligence, because you only get one of these right here, one of these bodies on this side, right? You only get one of these bodies, so treat it like a temple and put the best things in it. Right? And so with that, man, like I always say, he who has the power to feed you also has the power to starve you. See y'all on the next one.
Bombs over Baghdad really ain't that bad. Little wiretap, yes, yes. Little dodge in the IRS. Little haven from the tax man.